we'll start right here with the mellotron and the vocal for this transition between the last chorus.
I don't need a house like my father's to show me how far I've come. We all traded one for the other so we could melt beneath the sun.
This was pretty much the vibe of what we went for here. Very simple, hardly any verb at all. Not much compression because we used it going in. On the vocal, I'm using a plate that's kind of small, actually. I'm not sending much to it. So we have a few sets of background vocals here. And by a few, I mean 12, or whoever can count the number of those quicker than me. I'm doing a trick here, which is basically, I call it the Beach Boys trick. It's a trick I learned from Mark Hudson. And it's basically doubling the double. So every background vocal gets a hard left and a hard right 4 times. So we have the 1 of the interval here, 2, 3, 4. And then depending on what the harmony is that we're singing, we have either the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th of the harmony. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then probably the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 4. So CLA Effects, which is one of my favorite plugins, it should be used in a subtle way. We're not using it so subtle here. We're increasing the exciter on here at the very, very top end, which sounds to me like it's maybe above 10K and beyond. We're boosting that a little bit, and we're using their Hall verb, which who knows the algorithm they came up for that. But it's pretty colored and it's pretty dirty. But it gave the oohs and the ahs a nice gritty feel instead of sounding like an angel going, ah, which is what Britt thought they'd sound like, and she fought me a little bit when we did this until she kind of heard the way I was hearing them. This is how they came out, a little bit larger than life, and here it is with the lead vocal.
You're my only proof that I'm doing anything right. Oh, nights like tonight, you're my only proof that I'm doing anything.
Alright, so let's kind of go through the whole tune, and I'll kind of solo things as we go along and take things out, and you can see this whole thing that I just showed you pieced together and what it ended up feeling like and how it's moving and pushing, and how we're utilizing that analog and digital thing very much. There's a lot of plugins on the track, but everything going in was also done the right way, the right mics, the right placement, the right pre's, the right chain. So here it is.
All I ever think about is money and how to get my hands on some. Be the milk and I'll be the honey. It's free to melt beneath the sun. All I ever knew is that I want you, and how to get my hands on some. Tonight, you're my only proof that I'm doing anything. It's all I ever hear, time is money. So hurry, get your hands on some. Be the milk and I'll be the honey. The taste is gonna keep me young. I'm grinding my teeth when I sleep now. I'm anxious too much not to drink. Remind me that it's where we are now. It's not where we're gonna be. It's not where we're gonna be. Oh, nights like tonight, my only proof.
So that's Milk and Honey by Kerchief. I hope you learned some little tips and tricks on how I went about making this record. And I hope you check it out on further, kerchiefmusic.com or a25records.com. And stay tuned for the record, which is something I'm very proud to be a part of.